In 1696, Britain's currency was literally falling apart, and a mathematician became the only person who could stop it. Most histories credit Isaac Newton with saving the British economy through pure genius. He took over the Royal Mint in 1699, redesigned the coinage, and restored confidence in sterling. The story ends there. Newton the hero, but that's not what happened. By 1696, England faced a crisis that had nothing to do with economics and everything to do with scissors. For decades, people had been clipping the edges off coins. A full-weight guinea would come back as a half-weight disc. The metal was valuable, the missing silver wasn't. The government knew this was happening, they'd known for years, but clipping was profitable and it was fast, easier than counterfeiting. A merchant would clip a coin, spend it at full value, pocket the difference. The coins circulating were ghosts of their former weight. By the 1690s, the damage was catastrophic. The currency had lost so much silver that international traders wouldn't accept it at face value. They demanded a premium. England's purchasing power on the global market had collapsed. The problem wasn't fraud anymore, it was systemic decay. The government had three options. First, they could debase the currency further, declare that a clipped coin was now worth what it weighed. That would prevent immediate collapse but destroy the pound's credibility forever. Second, they could do nothing and watch it fail. Third, they could recoinage. Recoinage meant calling in all the damaged currency, melting it down, and striking new coins with full weight and milled edges. Grooves cut into the rim so clipping became visible. It was brutal. It would require millions of pounds to be removed from circulation temporarily. The economy would seize. In 1696, Parliament made the decision. Recoinage it was. But here's where the narrative usually breaks down. Newton didn't propose it. He didn't design the solution. He was brought in to execute a plan that was already decided. Newton was master of the mint starting in 1699, but the real crisis management happened before his tenure. In 1696, the recoinage process began under William Lowndes and other Treasury officials. Newton's role was different. He was there to prevent it from being stolen. Recoinage created a perfect opportunity for corruption. Mint workers had access to millions in bullion. Melted coins could be diverted. Weights could be falsified. Newton's actual contribution was forensic. He investigated fraud with the same rigor he applied to mathematics. He audited. He caught people. He prosecuted counterfeiters. He pursued mint officials who were skimming. He was relentless. This wasn't visionary policy making. It was accounting and law enforcement. But it mattered enormously. A recoinage that lost 20% of its value to theft would fail. Newton kept the loss minimal. The recoinage itself took years. It wasn't clean. There were shortages. Some regions ran out of new coins before old ones were collected. Prices fluctuated, but the currency didn't collapse. By 1700, sterling was stable again. It had weight, it had trust. Newton didn't save the currency through mathematical insight or bold policy vision. He saved it by being scrupulous, by refusing to let the system be looted while it was being rebuilt, by treating fraud like a problem to be solved, not overlooked. The real lesson isn't about genius, it's about institutional integrity. Recoinage was a collective decision made by Parliament and Treasury officials under pressure. Newton's role was to protect it from internal collapse. That's unglamorous work. It doesn't get statues. But it's what actually happens in economic crises. Someone has to watch the books. Someone has to enforce the rules. Someone has to make sure the fix doesn't get hollowed out from within. Newton did that. That was enough. The Great Recoinage of 1696 tells us something about how economies actually stabilize, not through brilliant individuals or revolutionary ideas, through decisions made collectively, executed with discipline, and protected from theft. That's the story historians often miss. This video is for educational and informational purposes only and is not financial advice. Always do your own research. If you want to understand how institutions actually work during crises, not the myths we tell about them, subscribe for weekly deep dives into economic history. This video is for educational and informational purposes only and is not financial advice. Always do your own research.